What's going on, guys? My name is Steve. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Fred Dibnah, How to Climb a Chimney Overhang at 50 plus years old. About a week or so ago, I reacted to a video where I got to see Fred actually laddering a chimney, and I really enjoyed that video. I thought it was amazing how he was able to go in and place all those ladders up the side of this chimney stack and then trust that they would hold his weight. But I was disappointed at the end of that video because it cut off before I was actually able to see how he laddered the actual chimney overhang itself. So I found this video, and I think this is probably going to give me a good idea of how he actually got over that overhang on that chimney. I'm not sure if this is the same chimney or if it's a different chimney, but either way, I think this is what I need to see to kind of completely understand the laddering process, if you will. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and check out how Fred Dibnah climbed a chimney overhang at 50 plus, mind you.
Right, you're giving me a wave. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Man, I bet that kid looks at him like he's superhuman, climbing up the side of a building or whatnot. Almost like Superman.
This must be one of the best chimney stacks in all of England. It's almost 300 feet tall and built in 1877.
Wow.
Some of the stones at the top weigh as much as 5 tons each. And when they built it, it's reputed that they had a roast beef party on top.
Wow.
The whole thing only cost 14,000 quid, you know. I mean, you couldn't buy a terraced house for that now.
That's crazy.
Really, what we're doing today is a loop round and take
That almost looks like an overhang right there. I think it is. I guess he's going to show how he climbs it right up here.
a few photographs of the state of affairs, both, you know, on the sides and over them big overhangs at the top. Brickwork's getting a bit perished. Pieces coming off. Oof.
Wow.
Chewing gum mastic.
Still amazing. Like,
The funny thing.
that last video I saw of him laddering the chimney, I'm still amazed by that. It's just such a, it's ingenious, but it's so tedious. You got to have a lot of patience. You got to tie that ladder on. You go up, you do you put your, what do you call it? A dog, I believe it was, into the hole. And if there was no hole drilled, you got to chisel your hole out, which the last one actually had holes in it. And then you got to come back down, untie that, bring it up, bring it. It's just, man, a lot of patience with that, and doing two sides of a chimney. I'm guessing a chimney like this, he would actually have to do 4 sides because it's really big. It's flat on each side.
Things chimneys, you get some feel friendly and others feel nasty, you know. I don't know, there's some feeling about this big chimney that is friendly, you know. I'm not scared of it.
It's friendly.
I suppose mountaineers could have the same feeling about certain rock faces. I've been on much lesser chimneys than this, where I felt quite scared of the thing. Right, really, up here, if you make one mistake, it's definitely half a day out with the undertaker. You're finished.
That's very true.
Right, little Jack down there, he has a bit of a shine for these ladders, but I think it would be rather foolish for him to attempt this sort of thing. I mean, the chimneys are all gone, and of course religions run out of brass, haven't they, you know? Not much.
Wait, is that his grandson or something? Must be. He's talking, I thought it was just some random, like, woman and her child walking along, but no, it must be his daughter and his grandson, I guess.
Only left like the old girls who used to pop off and leave the church £20,000 to get in thin on the ground. If there'd been a goodwill and a large amount left to a church, they used splash out on a big renovation job straight away. Well, now it's all the cadging job, isn't it? You know, the old lollipop stuck up outside with the thermometer stick and all that.
guys, I think if you're having trouble hearing this, yeah, the audio is very low, and I've only got it in one ear. I've only got it in my left ear. So if you're hearing it like that, that is the actual video. This clip itself. I mean, it's very old. I'm guessing this has got to be, I don't know what this is. Is this late 70s or is this, I don't know. Actually, no, this is probably probably in the 80s sometime, maybe. He died in what, 2003, and he was 63 or something like that. So, man, this might have been in the 90s. I'm not sure anyway.
You're knackered when you're 50. Hey, this van round here must have been nice when it was first done. Oh, yellow and blue and red bricks. Cold on the finger ends.
I bet on his jobs he always gets lots of onlookers.
Here with Harry Olding's ledge. Ooh.
I bet his arms and shoulders are tired, man. I think what it's like to, he's basically doing some low weight pull-ups. When you think about what you're doing with the ladder, you're doing you're not doing pull-ups, but it's like you're pulling and stepping your entire body weight up with every step. And, I mean, think if you were just going upstairs, you know what I mean? Like if you're just climbing up just a number of flights of stairs, that's angled, and you're just pushing that with your legs. Now, put that on steroids, like going straight up a ladder, hundreds of feet, man. That's got to take some cardio, man. There's no doubt if he didn't have his disease at the end, I forgot what he died of, but it was some sort of disease. Was it kidney failure? I don't remember what it was. I really haven't looked into it. I just saw it in passing somewhere. But I guarantee you, if he didn't ever have that, this man would have probably been really healthy into a very old age, because he had to be fit, man. His heart had to be strong. His lungs had to be he had to be like an athlete, when he was in his 50s, like a 20-year-old man, like today. You can't do that unless you have some very strong lungs and heart, you know what I mean? But, I just have to appreciate this ladder, man, how long it probably took and how tedious that is, like I was saying, to put that ladder up, man. It's mind blowing, really, because we're talking, he said 300 feet. Wow.
Continue the big overhang. Here we go. Into the bit where Harry used to say to the lads, you need dack on your shoes here for getting around this corner. For them who don't know it, that's glue. And it'll sort the men out for the boys.
Okay, this is obviously not going to show me how he overhanged it, right? So I think we got to kind of figure that out ourselves a little bit. I mean, some of you might already know, or, maybe you've seen another video that shows him, but here, obviously he had to put up a second ladder, and he's got that basically fixed like he does his other ladders. And then he has this ladder tied to this ladder, it looks like. Oh my goodness. Dude, he is backwards like this. I mean, it's overhang, so it makes sense, but it's just when you look at that and realize he's that far off the ground, and he's almost climbing. How do I put that? I mean, you guys know what I'm saying. When I say climbing backwards, I don't mean that he's literally climbing backwards, but he's hanging backwards as he's climbing, man. That's, I don't know about that, man. That would be the freakiest part to me, obviously.
Boys, this overhang is supposed to be about 5 feet.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
Dude.
oh, magnificent stones.
Uh, uh,
Man and man. Some of them are supposed to weigh 5 tons.
dude.
Don't know how did they get all this up here.
Oh my god. Dude.
Steam power.
Oh man. Where is that tied to? Oh my goodness, dude.
There's a buzzard left somewhere. I hope it won't come out to get me.
Oh my.
Cool.
Dude, I got to pause for a second. That was like, you know, obviously I know that he didn't fall, but in the moment, you know how that is, like when you see someone doing something like this, you're like, you know they survived, but at the same time, when you're in the moment, you just like, oh my goodness, please don't fall. But something I was just thinking about is, how does he take these down off of something like that? Because he's got it tied to the top, right? How do you untie that from the top when you need to be on the bottom of that before you untie? I don't. Now that's another thing I'm curious about. How does he actually untie something like that? Take these down? Is he coming down? I can't imagine it. Oh man, dude. Special, like maybe I could figure that out on this part, on the flat part, but the overhang seems extra tricky.
Here this morning. Ooh. Keep going, Fred. Up, up.
Dude.
Woohoo. Yeah. Anyway. Down.
All right, hold on. I don't know. I think I see all these ropes, and I'm wondering what they're doing.
My word. What a place.
Oh no, dude.
You can ride a bike around here.
Is he hanging a flag up there, or is that, or was it already up there? Guys, man, Fred Dibnah's videos never disappoint. I don't know how many I've seen now. Probably is this my 4th or 5th? I don't know. Anyway, so I've seen him take down a chimney brick by brick, and that was pretty crazy. That's the first time I've seen him, climb up these steep ladders and whatnot. I saw how he, put a scaffolding up. That was pretty insane. That's when I recognized that, oh wait, does he actually do these ladders himself? It's on either side of this chimney, and it turns out he did. So I watched the laddering video, and that was crazy, man. It was ingenious. It was very simple, really, once you really understand it, because but it's kind of tedious, but it's really ingenious that, people come up with that method. And now seeing this, I still don't understand. Like, I was hoping I could understand, I would see how he placed these ladders, but it did, obviously didn't show us that, but it was really cool to actually see him climb this. But, I really want to see how he actually places these ladders, guys. So if you have a video that you know of that shows how he actually places the ladders on these overhangs, please let me know, because somehow they've got to be attached to this ladder right here. It doesn't, but I can't picture how he, okay, so he maybe climbs to the top of this ladder, but then what? Like, how does he tie the ladder up here? Or I don't know, man, because there's no way it was just hanging when he just had it tied here and he climbed all the way up and then I don't know. That's freaky to me. I don't understand that. And the other thing is, also, if you have a video that shows how he actually takes these down, especially the overhang ones. Even the ones on the side, I'm trying to figure out how I guess those kind of make sense, because it would basically be, he already climbs up with them basically only attached to the bottom of the ladder, if you know what I'm saying. So he would basically untie them the same way going down, but I can't imagine it would be that way with the overhang, because it's just hanging outwards. It just doesn't make sense, but I can't picture it. But guys, I think something to acknowledge here is the fact that this man was in his 50s doing this. In his 50s. I already thought he was impressive with the way he did his job, doing these, the steeplejack work. But you know, like doing this at 50 plus is really, really impressive. I mean, I don't think I know a lot of 50 plus year olds. You know, I know some 50 plus year olds that are in decent shape, but 50 plus being able to handle this amount of what would be cardiovascular work. I mean, my goodness, man. Straight up, this is not easy. That is not easy, man. I mean, like I said, just go to your local, go to a local building that's got a few stories in it and climb those stairs. You know, climb those stairs and, you know, climb 10 flights of stairs at one time. And that would give you like maybe, I don't know, 20 to 30% of the exertion that climbing these ladders this high would give you. I mean, straight up. This man never needed to work out a day in his life because of the work he did, straight up. But yeah, guys, I thought this was awesome. I really enjoyed actually seeing him climb this, although I was a little freaked out. But generally speaking, I kind of like things like this. In the past, I've watched things, you know, people doing other types of climb. Like I said, I've had a little experience with rock climbing and stuff like that. I'm scared of heights, so not too much, but I do enjoy this stuff either way. But Fred, man, he was a different character, man. Really enjoy watching his stuff. So, like I said, if you know of videos that show how he actually placed these ladders on these overhangs or how he actually takes them down off the overhangs, please let me know. Please share it in comments. I'd love to see that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments or suggestions about this video or others. And don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow me on my journey to discover my British and Irish ancestry. Until next time, guys, peace.